What is up, guys? Mr. Boss for the Loss here, and today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're gonna... Mr. Boss for the win? Is it getting old already? Nah, let's keep doing it. Let's go. Mr. Boss for the Loss
Today we're
here.
going to be talking about 10 times Rockstar almost made you stop playing
10
Grand
times?
Theft Auto. We're talking about missions that made you just want to snap your controller in half, take the game out of your console and never play it again.
10 minutes,
Those
4
rage-inducing
seconds.
moments that we've all experienced while playing video games. We're going to be talking about that in this video.
We're going to be talking about that. You just went over what we're talking about within the first... Man, I should dictate my commentaries like this. Oh my god.
So at the number 10 spot today, the mission, Supply Lines, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Oh,
So
supply lines. Oh,
is
you're actually
basically
bringing up
the
San Andreas. Is this your
version
actual
of
gameplay,
Vice
or is this
City's
something you
Demolition
found off
Man,
of the
where you had
internet?
to bring down a building with a toy helicopter. In GTA San Andreas, you're given one terribly controlling toy biplane as the mission is to gun down gangsters, evade fire, and blow up a number of vans, all as your fuel allowance is constantly draining. So the response for this was so incendiary, Rockstar actually altered the speed at which the fuel drains when San Andreas came to Xbox. So I guess you could say Rockstar was still experimenting with this mission, but it was easily one of the worst the series has ever seen. It's almost like they didn't draining, and you have to complete it.
All right, what's number 2?
4's maturity by including missions dedicated to some of the most mundane things in gaming history. So one of the missions you can do is pulling favors,
this one has
which
never made
has
me
you
quit
literally
GTA,
towing
nor did the
cars
other one.
for just half an hour.
I can tell he's driving because
less.
he's driving terribly
This mission
bad.
is first introduced by one of the strangers and freaks that Tanya gives you as Franklin. And you have to listen to her the entire time talking about how she has problems with her life.
Okay, next.
Players could think their way out of any
Vice
awkward
City.
combat scenario.
I know this can't be
Parking
him
a car
because,
on the road before
GTA
a target
doesn't get
activated
so
to
many.
him them in a regular fave. But in this case, you had to think of some other way than just standing your ground, because any one of these suicidal maniacs would down you in one blast. Basically, this mission just had a bunch of psychopaths running at you over and over and over again, when all you could really do is throw grenades or Molotovs back. The number 7 spot today, Amphibious Assault, GTA San Andreas. So Grand Theft Auto and swimming have never really gone well together, whether it's the instant death-bringing water of GTA 3 and Vice City, to the pointless waterways of GTA 4 or the sluggish submarines of GTA 5. It kind of makes you wonder why Rockstar keeps trying to make water work.
10 different things.
Amphibious Assault only contributed to this disdain,
he has to go over it
swimming
like
without
in
being detected up to a number of boats to some offshore targets. The problem was you had to spend hours away underwater from the mission to rank up your lung capacity enough to get through it. And the worst part of this all, you don't even need to go underwater to do this. If you just buy a sniper rifle, you can complete the mission by blowing up the targets from far away instead. A real facepalm moment, and it was for me when I first played this as well, trying to swim around all these various boats. And navigating this little helicopter was by far one of the worst experiences of all time. So you were on a time limit, players were shooting at you, you had to navigate your way upstairs, the controls were tricky, it was just terrible. The physics were horrible. Again, it seemed like an okay idea in theory.
You probably are reading it off of somebody else's reviews
not great
of the
at
game.
all. And because of that, it's going to go down
Mr.
as one of
Boss
the
for
most
the Loss,
frustrating
can we
missions
calm
of all
down
time.
here?
I can't tell you how many times I
video
have
has been
rage
out
quit
for an
GTA
hour and
Vice
you
City
have
because I couldn't get
4,400
past this
views.
stupid little helicopter mission. It's
Yeah,
just so
nobody likes your
frustrating
videos.
and one of
Even your
easily the worst
subscribers don't watch them
experiences in that
anymore.
game. The number 5 spot today, Free Fall, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So this mission is exactly as it sounds.
I love how he takes so long to tell you the game. Like, it tells you the mission, then the game title. Like, we can fucking understand that this is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. If we clicked on this video, we know it's San Andreas. You just want to get it over 10 minutes.
CJ has to free fall from one plane to another and attempt to cut it off Grand Theft Auto San Andreas just because of how hard it is. Trying to navigate from those planes was incredibly difficult. Just not one of the best missions Rockstar came up with, that's for sure. The number 4 spot today, The Driver, GTA Vice City. So the driver, and not in a good way. So the AI car was driven by a person named Hillary, and the mission itself was to simply beat Hillary in a one-on-one race. However, due to those physics, trying to get ahead and even the slightest swerve would send you careening into a nearby building. Try to leave something in his path to get a head start, and it'd get knocked aside. Do anything other than drive a perfect race, having memorized every last one of the hardest missions in the game, simply due to the sheer amount of enemies you have to face. So the snowstorm has you going to an abandoned hospital, and basically you have to fight your way through. Yeah, that's where this comes from. So this was a super hard mission that had
never had any problems with this mission.
Following a train all along San Andreas, trying to shoot people on top, on side, and all over the place. And because of the game's broken lock-on mechanics, it was really tough to have to free aim your way to killing all of these enemies. So, anyways, that right there is 10 times Rockstar almost made you stop playing Grand Theft Auto due to frustrating situations, near impossible missions, and a whole lot more. If there's a moment that made you stop playing that I didn't mention in this video, be sure to let us know in the comments down below right now. I'd love to